Expostulation and Reply. William Wordsworth, 1770 to 1850. Why, William, on that old grey stone, thus for the length of half a day, why, William, sit you thus alone and dream your time away? Where are your books that light bequeathed to beings else forlorn and blind? Up, up, and drink the spirit breathed from dead men to their kind. You look round on your mother earth as if she for no purpose bore you, as if you were her firstborn birth and none had lived before you. One morning thus by Esthwaite lake, when life was sweet, I knew not why, to me my good friend Matthew spake, and thus I made reply. The eye, it cannot choose but see. We cannot bid the ear be still. Our bodies feel where'er they be, against or with our will. Nor less I deem there are powers, which of themselves our mind impress, that we can feel this mind of ours in a wise passiveness. Think you, mid all this mighty sum of things forever speaking, that nothing of itself will come, but we must still be seeking? Then ask not wherefore here alone, conversing as I may, I sit upon this old grey stone and dream my time away. Okay, this poem is by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth has wrote all sorts of poems. This one is Expostulation and Reply. Expostulation is when somebody's complaining at you. You behave badly, you've done something wrong, I'm very angry with you. Yeah? And there's Matthew expostulating, telling his friend William, what are you doing? Just sitting there on a rock doing nothing. And then William answers that, that actually he's daydreaming or sitting there on the rock is actually a very good thing, because he's thinking about life, he's thinking about nature. And I think this poem, it talks really about the contrast between learning things from books and learning things from nature. I think these are very different ways of doing things. Yeah, there's book learning, where you read things in books, and that you can learn things from nature, from the way things are. And these are two different ways. And Matthew is saying, why are you sitting there not doing anything? Why are you just sitting on a grey rock? Yeah, he's like an old master, and he's asking William why he's not reading, why he's just sitting on a grey rock, because it seems to him that he's doing nothing. But then in the reply, William says that this sitting on a rock, this is an intuitive process. Yeah, his senses remain active, and not in this process knowledge comes to him, that he doesn't have to be physically going around gathering knowledge. Yeah, he can become he can learn many things by sitting there passively. He describes this as wise passiveness, and this is the way to understand the everything around you, to understand nature that is always speaking to us. Okay, so expostulation and reply. So angry telling off, and then the reply. So why, William, on that old grey stone, thus for the length of half a day, why, William, sit you thus alone, and dream your time away? So this is Matthew saying, hey William, what are you doing? You're just sitting there on a stone. You're not actually doing anything. Yeah, why are you just wasting your time? Yeah, you should be using your time. Yeah, not just sitting there daydreaming. Where are your books that light bequeathed to beings else forlorn and blind? So where are your books? Yeah, why aren't you looking at your books? Because books are the way to knowledge. The books are the light. Yeah, books are understanding. Yeah, the books are the knowledge that has been handed down, and without these we will be lost and blind. We will be forlorn. We will be without hope. Up, come on, get up, and drink the spirit breathed from dead men to their kind. So get up, go get your books, read your books, find out what's happening. Yeah, look to your books for inspiration. Yeah, drink the spirit. Yeah, from the information that has come from the dead. Drink the whiskey that has come from the past generation. These old books, they have information for you. You look round on your Mother Earth as if she for no purpose bore you. So you're just looking, you're just sitting there looking at Earth as if you're not here for a reason. You just exist and no more. As if you were her firstborn birth, as if you were the very first person that had ever lived, and that nobody had lived before you, and none had lived before you. Yeah, and you look like you're wasting your time just sitting there, doing nothing, and as if there's nothing to learn from the past, from the books, and all of this. This is the one way of looking at knowledge and understanding. This is book learning and human learning and universities and things and learning the knowledge that has gone before us, and that we should always be looking for knowledge, and we should always be thirsting for information in books. And then it changes. Yeah, and now William answers. So Matthew's been telling him off, he's been rebuking him. And then William, who's the one sitting on the rock, says, "One morning thus by Esthwaite lake, when life was sweet, I knew not why. To me my good friend Matthew spake, and thus I made reply." So one day I was sitting by the lake, and my friend Matthew came up, and for some reason he started speaking to me like this, and I had to reply. I had to explain, to show the difference, to show the other side of this. And he says, "The eye, it cannot choose but see." So when our eyes, we are always seeing. We can't choose if we see or not. There are always things to see. The eye sees the things that appear before it. We cannot bid our ear be still. We can't control our ears. We hear what comes in. Our bodies feel where'er they be. So our bodies feel, we feel things. There are stimuli coming in all of the time, wherever we are, against or with our will. So whether we like it, or not, our bodies continue to feel things, and Even though I'm sitting here on this rock, all of my senses are at work. I can't stop my senses, and I'm full of everything that's coming into my eyes, my ears, everything I can feel, everything I can hear. So there are nature is calling to me. Everything out there is talking to me, and I'm not actually sitting here doing nothing. I'm sitting here being nature, attaining a oneness with nature and understanding it. Nor less I deem that there are powers which of themselves our minds impress. So also there are different things in nature that feed our souls, that these powers give us things, they affect us, they inform us, that we can feed this mind of ours in wise passiveness. So these powers, the power of nature is always feeding our minds. And sitting here, this is like meditation, where all of these signals of nature are coming in, and I'm communing with nature, and I'm accepting these natural powers. I'm learning from nature just by sitting here, just by being, by contemplating what it is like to be. Think you, mid all this mighty sum of things forever speaking, that nothing of itself will come, but we must still be seeking? So with all of this nature around us, the sum of all the millions of different things in nature that are always communicating with us, do you think nothing is going to come from just sitting here listening to nature, communing with nature? You think that we must always be rushing around looking for things, trying to find new things, because the power of nature can speak with our soul, but we need to sit quietly and meditate and listen to nature, so that the power of nature can talk to us. Because if we're always rushing around looking for things, trying to find things, then we cannot commune with nature. And for me, this is important, and this is the other side of book learning. This is experiencing nature, being part of nature. Then ask not wherefore here alone, conversing as I may, I sit upon this old grey stone and dream my time away. So don't ask me why I'm sitting here alone. I'm not sitting here alone. I'm becoming familiar. I'm conversing with nature. I'm understanding my being. I'm understanding the powers of nature. And I sit on this old grey stone, but I'm not dreaming away my time. I'm here engaged with nature, and this is a very important thing to do. So, effectively this is book learning versus being part of nature. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Expostulation and Reply by William Wordsworth.